Hi, welcome to CBug's Records, new arrivals for the week of July 10th. I'm Bug. This is my record store in East Windsor, Connecticut. Please like, please subscribe. We're doing things a little different this week. This is our big sale. It's the 40th anniversary of Live Aid this weekend. The exact date is the 13th. But for the 12th and the 13th, Saturday and Sunday, we're going 40% off any artist or band who played Live Aid. Now, I'm a little nervous about this one. I've never done 40% off before. It's a lot. So I'm guessing there's certain bands I'm going to sell out of. But we'll just start over afterwards. So it's going to be interesting. What I'm going to do this week for the video is just focus on the bands and artists who played. So some of these are new arrivals, some of them aren't. I just wanted to give everybody an idea of the stuff that is for sale. You know, it's going to be a little questionable at times of what counts and what doesn't count. I'm going to try to go over that as much as I can in this video. And I'm going to try to be generous, but not crazy generous. So we'll see how it goes. So I thought it would be appropriate to start with Bob Geldof. Now, Bob Geldof is the guy who really kicked everything off. When he started Band Aid with the song Do They Know It's Christmas, you know, that was followed by We Are the World, and then Live Aid came from all of that. One thing I will say I'm not going to include is anybody who sings on Do They Know It's Christmas or We Are the World. That's not enough. He had to be in Live Aid. So, because we have Bob Geldof, we also have the Boomtown Rats, which is his band. Okay, we have Tina Turner. And I'm just going through these. Obviously, everyone I show you is just one of the albums from the band. I mean, there's going to be some searching around. You're going to, the ones I'm showing you now will all be in the new arrivals, but that won't be all. You need to search around. There will be lists of what bands were there. Because we have Tina Turner, we do include Ike and Tina. We have The Who. Okay, speaking of The Who, I had to include, I mean, Tommy would have been included anyways, but Jack Nicholson was one of the hosts. So Jack Nicholson sings on this album, which I love. It's not a big part, but I love that Jack Nicholson is singing. So that's 40% off. Same with Bette Midler. She was a host, so that counts. We have Bryan Adams, Duran Duran, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and I will include any Crosby, Stills, Nash, two of them together, whatever. Obviously Neil Young, but I do have another Neil Young album here. Thompson Twins. Thompson Twins did a couple songs and then came back and did a song with Madonna. They did Revolution, the Beatles song. It's very cool. Beach Boys. Joan Baez. Alison Moyet. Elton John. Black Sabbath. I have a feeling these are all going to be gone. And because Black Sabbath, Ozzy. Judas Priest. Hall & Oates, who did their performance with the Temptations, which was really cool. Adam Ant. Obviously, that's Adam Ant or Adam and the Ants. Whatever. Okay, I feel like these are all going to be gone. Queen, which is, you know, the real notable performance. So, let's see, Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger was there performing with Tina Turner and solo, and Keith Richards and Ron Wood were there. I believe they were performing with Bob Dylan. So why not? We'll include the Stones. Paul McCartney. And of course, with Paul McCartney, we include Wings. And why not? We'll include the Beatles. Madonna. Tom Petty. Bob Dylan. Sting, who performed by himself, I believe with Phil Collins. They kind of went back and forth. So, and of course, he did Money for Nothing with Dire Straits. So, Sting will have the Police. George Thorogood. Chris Christopherson. Ultravox. Phil Collins, who of course took the Concorde, performed at London, then took the Concorde to Philadelphia and performed there as well. He also played the drums with Led Zeppelin. And if we have Phil Collins, we are going to have Genesis. Roxy Music. Wham, which would include George Michael, but I don't have any. Paul Young. The Cars. Eric Clapton, which will include Blind Faith, Cream, and anything else. I don't think I have a Derek and the Dominoes right now. And if it's a Yardbirds with Clapton, that counts. Culture Club. Billy Joel. The aforementioned Led Zeppelin. Now, Zeppelin performed, obviously, without John Bonham, who died a few years previous. They had Phil Collins as their drummer. A lot of people disappointed by their performance, including them. I guess it was something about just not meshing with Phil Collins or something like that. You know, you can find it on YouTube. It's a little tough. You can't just put in Zeppelin at Live Aid, but there are ways to find it. It was okay, but I can see what people say. Robert Plant will count too. Stevie Wonder. Huey Lewis, the aforementioned Neil Young, the Pretenders, the Temptations, and we will end with U2. What a great performance. So it's going to be interesting. I really don't know exactly what to expect. I've never done a sale like this before. I hope it's not too confusing, but we'll figure it out. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in here.